Now I want to show you what we call modified uniform velocity cams. Uh, Here is our uniform velocity cam that we just got done doing in the previous video. I'll go down below to our displacement diagram for the modified version. And all we're doing, we're still essentially doing straight line motion or uniform velocity, but we're just kind of modifying ever so slightly the starting of the upward movement and the ending or the starting of the downward movement. We're just changing that angle just a little bit. For the most part, it's still the same distance for each one of these, but this very first one is just down a little bit. It's not a straight line from here up to here. This just becomes a little bit lower and it just starts it off a little less harshly. So again, what I'm going to do is work with offsets. The first offset is going to be this distance, so I'll use the O key for offset, and I will offset from here to this intersection, and I'll offset my base circle. Okay, and hit enter. Now I'm going to change the offset distance. I'm now going to offset the base circle this far. So I'll do an offset from here to here and the base circle out. And then I'll just kind of use my um, uh, rules of trigonometry and know that from here to here is a certain distance, and from here to here, and from here to here, but not that last one. That last one's a little, oh no, that last one is also that far. So I can set my offset distance from here to here, okay, because I'm just going to use that same distance that I am from this point to this point. So I will offset from here to there, this outer circle and this circle, okay. So if we kind of think about this is 180 degrees, this is 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. I am 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. And then the last one is this overall distance, and that's going to be just a little bit tighter. Oh, shoot. Offset from here to here, the base circle out. And now I got that same offset distance here to here and here to here, but in between, it's all uniform. And again, oh, I guess I forgot to array this, so I'll quickly do an array of that line polarly around this center point. And I'll change this 6 to 12. And I'll make sure that associative is off so that I've got 12 separate lines. And I'll close the array tool. And now I'll do my extending just like we did last time. And I'll extend this one out to there, this one out twice, this one out 3 times, this one out 4 times. And this is what happened with the last video. I screwed up and went this way, and I kind of extended it from here to the all the way to the outside. And one more time. And this one. And then this one. And then just to keep things going, I'll just offset this one to the 5th one, the 4th one, the 3rd one, the 2nd one, and to the 1st one. And then again, we'll use our spline tool, starting here and setting the tangency direction in this direction, and go to each one of these endpoints once again. Kind of a neat idea, because I really want just the endpoint, not some intersection that includes maybe a polar tracking angle. I will go down here and I will toggle off everything except endpoint, just so they're not getting in the way. And now I can't get the wrong point. Okay, endpoint, 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 endpoint. You can see as long as the word endpoint shows up and the symbol shows up, that's where it's going. And then I go back to the beginning. Oh, I screwed up the beginning. I'm going to erase that, cancel out. Somehow or other, I screwed up my start tangency. Oh, spline. Start here. Start tangency. I think I just went a little bit too far. We'll start it in this direction. And we'll go to here. And again, we keep looking for endpoints. Sorry about that. But those things are going to happen. Now that didn't give me the right point either, so I can undo that. And I can go back to this endpoint. And that endpoint. 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 And I'll go back to the beginning. And then I will set my end tangency direction to be horizontal once again. And you can't really tell a whole lot of difference, but there is a little bit of difference. If I move this new cam from its center on top of the uniform velocity cam, you can see that it is a little bit smoother, a little less harsh as it gets started and going up, and as it gets started going back down. So I'll hit cancel to get out of that move command, and there is our modified uniform acceleration cam.